home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Rice Owls, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get... Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Texas Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Another incompletion on third down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Rice rushes to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change.
Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Let's see if Rice can get it in on first and goal. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Owls! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And a great job by the quarterback, Reese, making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. But it was a great read by the quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Now, 4th down.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Dropping back, it's Garrison. Fires to the tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Owls want to pick up the tempo.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick tempo here for the offense. He'll do it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man and gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He'll pull it on the read. Shoots his way for more.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Looking for a man. It's Garrison. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Owls in the hurry-up. The give from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Handoff from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to work.
Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To the air. It's Garrison. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Fires left. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and take it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They want to run it left here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Owls moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Garrison. He'll pull it down and run. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Owls come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Here comes the option. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Hauls it in.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to throw. It's Garrison. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to make the tackle. Rice rushes to the line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. He'll try the left side. Oh, what a move to get room. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, you expect this type of performance, and boy, is he delivered. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. To throw, it's Garrison. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moffitt. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He'll keep it himself. Spins away from the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward.
There he goes. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Rice rushes to the line. Looking to throw on third. It's complete on the right side. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Give to the back. Quick spin on the run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Rice. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. South Alabama is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crime. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 24 to Liberty.
Give to the running back.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
High Trying to change now on 2nd and long.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. They're going to run it. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Texas Tech, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's Garrison. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 28. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to kick it away.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun to give. Looking for room. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Drills him with the stiff arm. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A 1st down for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Spins away from the defense. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They want to throw it. Complete to the left. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working on the right. Off to the races. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Moffitt. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got the back in the middle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Punt is on its way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Fires on the run. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Owls will hustle to the line. Using his feet. Got the first down and more. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Catch in the middle. It's Moffitt. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He's going to run it. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread-and-butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun. Give on the inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here's the pressure. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
That wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might as well stick with him. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looking downfield on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I'm sure the play is complex, but it doesn't involve the official also throwing a flag in the middle of it. 1st and 25. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. The tag! Touchdown, Red Raider! Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they tied the game. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Zings it complete to the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the Owls headed quickly to the line. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run it from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunt.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Got his man on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Red Raider! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over about the crime. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 28 to Liberty. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The Owls racing to the line in the hurry up.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
To the ground. He's got it again. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The run from the shotgun. Oh, middle, look out! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Rice rushes to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fights off a defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. He'll do it himself. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner goes down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's past the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Intercepted did just what the defense's doctor ordered. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Past the first down marker and still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Trying play action. Under fire. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 30. There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but This young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by 11 to Arkansas State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he
headed to the end zone. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking it.
Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked him right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
33.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the returner is stopped. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Owls in the hurry up. Third down play from the gun. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The give to the tailback. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Setting up the screen. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, punt. And down he goes back at the 3.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna run it. It's Clinton. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Moffitt. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Rice rushes to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That's caught. It's moved. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverage.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Turning it on! They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Quick completion to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.